Hello, this is my second speech. These are my three people. I couldn't get anyone in person, so I got them all on Zoom. You can see them there. It'll show. Alright. Let's angle this. Okay. So, today I will be given my speech on Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright. So, have you ever seen two people playing a card game and you didn't know, and you thought it looked fun, and you didn't know what they were playing, but you wanted to? Well, there's a good chance that card game was Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been around for 3 decades, so you have a lot of catching up to do, but this will help you get started. So, if you've ever had an interest in collecting, but actually getting to use what you collect, they don't just sit in a thing and just collect dust, then Yu-Gi-Oh! Is right for you. You can buy entire, pre-made everything decks for as low as $15, and specific cards online for 10 cents or less. $15 estimate comes from ToyWiz.com. So, I am credible in speaking about this specific topic because I've been an avid Yu-Gi-Oh! Player for 13 years. I have put around $2,000 into it, and I really know my stuff, and I've been actively dueling and fully knowing the rules for around 7 years now. So in today's speech, I will just be going over different monster cards, different card types, and the different phases of a turn. So now let's start with how every turn in Yu-Gi-Oh! Starts. Let's talk about the draw phase. So the draw phase is just at the start of your turn, you draw one card. That's it. It's very simple. And then after you draw said card, you'll move into the standby phase. So a standby phase is just where any monster card effects that need to be activated in the standby phase can be activated, and we'll go into the different card types here later on in the video, and I have a couple of examples to use. But after the standby phase, we have main phase 1, which is where you can summon cards or set cards or anything that has to do with those. You can activate effects that are permitted in that area. And then, so after main phase 1, we have the battle phase, which is just where, you do your very simple attack, this monster attacks that monster, and everything like that, everything under the sun like that. So then after the battle phase, there's the damage step, which is just, damage to life points and everything, and we'll talk about life points in a bit too. And then you have, after damage step, you have main phase 2, which is the same thing as main phase 1. It's just if you didn't do what you need to do in main phase 1, you do that in main phase 2. And then after main phase 2 is the end phase, and the end phase is very simple. It's just where card effects that need to be activated in the end phase are activated, and it's just to signal to your opponent that your turn is ended. So, now that you know the basics about how a normal turn proceeds, let's go ahead and dive into some of the card types. So for here, I have a monster card. It's very simple, two very simple monster cards. They're just those are what you're going to be summoning. Some have effects, some don't. Some so level 1 through 4, you can just summon it. Level 5 through 6, you have to tribute 1 card. Level 7 and above, you have to tribute 2, and then some cards, take different things to summon them. So then we have spell cards, which look like this. All spell cards are green. All monster cards are like a tannish orange, and then we'll get into the other two later. But so spell cards are also just very simple. Some you use them. Some are continuous, so they stay on. Some you just use the effect right then. It's very simple stuff. And we have trap cards, which trap cards can, unless they say otherwise, can only be activated in response to an action. So if you attack something, then you can use a trap card, or vice versa. Simple, very simple stuff like that. And then those are your 3 basic, just rudimentary things. Then we have the extra deck, and this is an example of an extra deck card. It's a fusion card. There are 4 different types of extra deck cards. There is your XYZs, which is it'll give you like a set thing you have to summon, and they'll both be the same level, and then you use that. There's fusion, which is this, which requires some kind of card to fusion summon, and then 2 or 3 specific cards. You have synchros, which require tuners, and you have links, which are similar to XZs. They just use like cyber cards and stuff. And then for concluding remarks, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a simple, easy, and fun way to spend your time and money. And, on that topic, you don't just have to listen to me. You can go do your own research. You can teach yourself. It's a very simple thing to learn. And for my end of the video, I'm going to show the 3 people I have again, just so it's not fake or anything. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. It's kind of dark on their screen, but that's okay. That's okay. And thank you for your time. Thank you.